Okay, as people trickle in, we'll just do some housekeeping items real quick. It is live on Facebook. I'm just double checking the feed real quick. And so housekeeping items real quick, and I'll make this announcement a couple times. There is a chat functionality at the bottom. So if you're on the Zoom webinar, there's a chat functionality at the bottom. If you have any questions, feel free to drop those in. And then also, if you're on the Facebook group, let me make sure, you can leave a comment in the Facebook group, and I'll be monitoring that as well. So if you want, let's see here. If you want to ask a question on Facebook, that'll work just fine too. And we are about to get started. Let me turn that off. Cool. So yeah, we have Ferret Tools. This is the hot seat for September. I love the hot seats, and Ferret Tools is great. They've been a great partner. I actually use their product over the weekend, and I gave some out to some people that were they were going to buy them anyway, but I had some demo units, and they're going to be testing them out in the field. So that's really cool. They spend a lot of their day running cable, going into residential areas, crawl spaces. So if you're a technician and if you've been in the field, you know that there's always that crawl space or that attic that you either can't fit into or you don't want to go into. And there's a lot of different use cases for it too. Like not even low voltage people. I think other industries, maybe like, I think it was chimney cleaners. I forget. I saw a video of something, but there's a lot of use cases for this tool because it allows you to see what is going on inside a wall, inside an attic, inside a crawl space. When I was first introduced to it, when I was in the field, the guy pulls it out of this toolbox. It was my partner at the time. And I was like, when were you going to show me this thing? When were you going to tell me you had this? Because I was the guy that always went up into the attic. So long story short, Ferret Tools is awesome. We have Andrew from Ferret Tools. He's going to be doing a presentation, talk about the company. I'm super excited to have these guys on this month. So Andrew, are you ready to do a quick presentation and do some Q&A and hang out for a little bit?
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Blake. And hello to Low Voltage Nation right across North America. So yeah, great to be invited here. Great to be on the hot seat, and look forward to showing everybody the Ferret range of products and explaining a little bit about Ferret Tools and why we came about and where we're from.
Cool.
As you can tell by the accent, I'm from way down south. We're actually head officed in New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand. So Ferret Tools, I'll just go on to the next slide. Yes, we're all headquartered in Auckland, New Zealand. We've actually been operating for over 8 years now. We're in our 9th year of business. I'm the founder and CEO and the designer of the Ferret range, and co-founder Therese McNaughton, who heads our global marketing and brand strategy for the brand. So we're supported by, as it says up there, a very highly creative and dedicated team, and that's why our product looks so good and works so well. We're totally committed to creating the future with new thinking for inspection camera technology. And what we're trying to do is actually build a safer, smarter, more efficient work environment. You don't always have to climb a ladder. You don't always have to put your arm inside a tight space. Hopefully there's nothing live, there's no live power there, there's no nasties that are going to bite your fingers. So we've created the Ferret range of cameras to help you. These cameras are just very small, very lightweight. They're only just over 1 ounce in weight, 3.5 inches long, and around 1 inch in diameter. So we've created a range of products here. We've got the Ferret Light, the Ferret Pro, and the Ferret Plus. They all wirelessly link to your smartphone. So you'll get the image come up on your phone, and it'll help with pretty well everybody. All the low voltage cabling, that's what it was originally actually built for. High voltage, and as you said, we've got chimney sweeps, and we'll sort of go into some of the other markets shortly.
Yeah. So where the question here is, where did the idea come from for the Ferret exactly?
Yeah, came about, the idea came about over 15 years ago. I used to manage a data cabling business in Australia, and we used to do a lot of low voltage cabling in hotels. And in hotels, it's notorious for very little access. So the ceiling space was not even a foot of ceiling space to run your cabling. And then we had to bring a low voltage cable into every room for internet about 15 years ago, back before wireless internet. And so we'd be drilling holes, not really understanding what's behind inside the ceiling. One of the technicians on the third floor in a hotel up in Darwin in Northern Australia drilled through a pilot hole just outside a room, drilled through a high pressure water main, which we didn't know was there. It wasn't in front of any other room. The hotel didn't know how to turn the water off to the building. They'd never had to do it before. So about 10 or 15 minutes later, after some frantic searching, they got the water off, and we created a very expensive water feature just because we couldn't see what was up there.
How much damage was done? What was the cost?
I think it was around $20,000 to $30,000 damage.
That's so interesting. So the person who introduced me, to Ferret Tools, he actually did that. He drilled through a water main. And it cost $30,000 in repairs. Like, that's how much damage was done. So he probably got the Ferret Tools after that.
Absolutely. But if you just had the opportunity to put the camera, the Ferret camera on the end of your glow rods, get it up there to see where you're drilling, what you're doing, where the access is, you can save a lot of heartache, a lot of cost, and make it safer and faster.
Yeah. Yeah, so tell me, I know about the company, but I want the rest of the people to know about it. I know you guys got a really cool culture too. I've been talking with your team. I love working with you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
So I want to
thank you.
This is a kind of a request from me. I wanted to hear more about like creating the company and tell about the story and everything.
Yes. Well, I guess the company started originally with just me looking at the technology, how I can build it into a camera, make it small enough, make it light enough to be able to go on the end of a glow rod. But you've also got to pack a lot into it. You've got to pack a rechargeable battery, a Wi-Fi hotspot, all the circuitry. There's a lot to pack into a small package. And back when the idea came about, we didn't have lithium-ion batteries, and we just couldn't make it small enough. So about 10 years ago, I started working on different designs, came up with the unique Ferret camera shape, which works extremely well. And I'll go into that in a little while. We found we could make the product, so we got it out to the market. And then what we did was we started building the company and adding to the company and getting people that were passionate in their area of expertise, getting not only the engineers, but getting the marketing team, the branding team, the graphic design team, and the sales team that is passionate about making this the absolute best product, both technically, but also just the user experience of how cool the product is and looks and feels. Yeah, it's fantastic, and everybody in the Ferret team puts feedback into the Ferret product, just like everybody that uses a Ferret. When we hear feedback, we love that because it helps us to better develop new products.
Cool, thank you for
that. We sort of spoke about. I spoke about that when the question mark was up there. When we first launched our product, we couldn't get the Ferret, we couldn't get the Wi-Fi technology where we wanted it. There was too much of a lag between the Wi-Fi and the cell phone. So what we did was we had an analog version back in 2017. When we launched it at NECA, we won a Showstopper award. So we were so happy to win a Showstopper at NECA, the largest electrical trade show in the US, up against the Milwaukees, the big brand names, was fantastic for us. So the following year, we invested further and got the Ferret Wi-Fi up and working. And that's when we really, I guess, hit the market hard. The price point was so much better because it didn't come with a screen. It just used your cell phone. And then, yeah, over the last 3 years, we've been accoladed with 8 awards. So that's just fantastic to see the industry actually likes what we're doing, which is fantastic. And we continue to do R&D. We love seeing what else we can pack inside a camera. So the new range, the Ferret Light Pro and the Plus, that came out late last year, early this year, and we've already been recognised in the industry with a Platinum Honoree Award at the ECNM Product of the Year, where we got an award handed out to us last year, just a few weeks ago. I guess as with any product, it comes out of the need to solve a problem. And as you can see here, the Ferret can go up into a ceiling space, see what's up there, and safely find the cable and pull the cable. Yes, you can put your arm in there. What damage are you going to do to your arm? What's up there? Is there a live connection box? Are the creepy crawlies in there? So this just helps you work safer, smarter, faster and easier, all just through to your smartphone. This is just grabbing a screwdriver here with the Ferret way. It's so much easier. Everybody has dropped a screwdriver, a pair of pliers, or some screws, and this will help you get those tools.
Right, because that tip, there's a little connector that's magnetized. And
yeah, well, there's two different tips. I'm not sure whether you can see my screen up here.
I can.
On the front of the camera, you put your short rod and then either a hook, or you can put a strong rare earth magnet there. So either you're grabbing cables or you're trying to retrieve those lost tools, the lost screws that have gone down behind something or under something that you can't quite reach.
Right. It's always that important screw that you can't really buy anywhere else. It's like you need it, or you're in like the middle of nowhere and you need that screw to finish the job.
It certainly is. So the camera itself, here it is, the gooseneck in the back. Put your glow rods in. There are adapters in there to suit just about every glow rod we've seen. And there we go. Put it up into the ceiling space, find what you're looking for, and grab that cable. So much easier, so much safer. Something you just can't do with your cell phone. Have a look in a tight space, just an area where you just physically can't get in there. Yes, you can put your cell phone up there and try and record, but then you still can't work live. So this lets you work live in that enclosed space.
I think that's the most used tool is the cell phone, either using it as a flashlight, a documentation tool, or a camera to see what the hell's going on.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so I've installed the app on mostly Android devices because it's for both iPhone, obviously, and then for Android.
Yes.
So I've installed it on
Android and iOS.
Yeah, and it works just fine. It works really well, actually. There's no like crazy things you got to do. You just connect to the Wi-Fi and boom, you're logged into the camera. You turn the camera on, Ferret tool on, and then boom, and it's there.
Yes, so the camera itself has a built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, built-in rechargeable battery. So yeah, turn it on, search the SSID with your cell phone. You'll see the Ferret SSID, connect up directly. You don't need any other Wi-Fi network. You don't even need to have a cell phone network active. It'll communicate directly with the camera. Really, really easy. Yeah. Free app, open it up. You can record photo, you can record video, you can adjust the LED brightness. Really, really good. In the app, you can do digital zooming just with your fingers, very intuitive. And as you can see by the matrix there, it operates between an hour and an hour and a half, depending on the brightness of your LEDs. And of course, we have the three models. So the Ferret Light, this is one of our new models, and this is our general purpose high quality inspection camera that still gives eyes to see inside of hard to reach locations. It includes all the award-winning features of the original Ferret Wi-Fi, because that's what it was actually based on. But we've added the addition of an always up viewing mode. So it doesn't matter which way you twist the camera, you can have it set on your phone to automatically keep it the right way up. We've got a little gravity sensor inside. So it just makes it so much more intuitive. And if you want to keep things simple, don't need all the bells and whistles, then hey, the Ferret Light's the ideal, cost-effective solution. So you can see there the always up. Comes with a range of accessories. Basically everything you'll ever need is in there. We've got a front turn and click front magnet, hook, everything's there.
And then it has that adapter. You can put it on a glow rod, right?
Yes. Yeah. So every camera that we sell has, I'll just go to the next slide, has thread adapters to suit every glow rod set that we've seen so far. So we've got standard is 1/4 inch, 20 UNC thread, which is standard camera thread, GoPro thread, that type of thread. We've got thread adapters for 5mm, 6mm, 1/4 inch 28 fine thread, and 832 thread. The 832 thread is the one that people like Ferret Tools and Greenlee and some of those use.
Gotcha.
So the Ferret Pro. So this is the very unique ferret shape. I'll actually talk a bit about the shape in a little while, but this is our professional. It's a durable inspection tool designed and engineered once again with our award-winning features. This has got an app-controlled variable focus lens. So this will give you very clear image right up to as close as just a few inches away. It also has super fast charge. So from completely flat to 95%, only an hour. So if you need to locate, pull in cabling or get eyes somewhere out of reach, then this is the ideal tool for electricians and all other trades. So you can see there, looking at a part number up out of reach, set the focus nice and close, get up there and have a look. Always up viewing mode, doesn't matter which way you turn it, it'll show the right way. And of course, we include everything. We don't give you a camera and then insist that you start buying all these other spare parts so that you can actually use it. Everything comes in the kit. And then the Ferret Plus. So we had fun developing this one. Yeah, COVID hit and we couldn't get out. So what do? We see what we can pack into a camera. And this is exactly what happened. We were going to bring out the 2 models. So let's see what we can do. So this brings the ultimate innovation in inspection camera technology. We put built-in, which is onboard memory, and the first ever non-contact voltage detector that's not a handheld tool. So this will let you help detect live cables from a greater reach than ever before. And this is perfect for someone who loves having the latest technology with all the bells and whistles, including all the award-winning features of the other models. So you can see there it's flashing away. It also beeps and buzzes to let you know there's live power. It's got all the different always up functions. It's just showing there the onboard memory. So what that does is if you're putting it somewhere where the Wi-Fi network's going to be blocked, that could be inside a pipe, it could just be too far. It'll keep recording onto the actual camera. When you're back in Wi-Fi range, you can transfer it either via the app or plug it into a computer. So yeah, fantastic. We enjoyed putting all the technology inside of it, that's for sure. And of course, everything's included. All the adapters, the gooseneck, short rod, charge cable, everything. Well, we've also got a couple of accessories. We've got the wristband. This was from a customer need. Customers have said, we don't want to hang on to our cell phone in one hand. We're trying to balance, try to hold the glow rods with the other. So we got a wristband made. Just most cell phones will fit. If you've got one of the very, very largest cell phones in a case, it might struggle. We are always looking at others. So some of the cell phones now are as big as tablets.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest ones you can get. I think it fits. I've been trying.
Okay, fantastic.
I'll check.
Fantastic. We've also got the Ferret Stick. So that goes from 12 inches out to 55 inches. And the idea of this is it's not replacing your glow rods, but if you just need that extra reach, you're trying to look at a light fitting or something just out of reach, don't climb a ladder. The easiest way to fall off a ladder is to climb a ladder. Don't climb it if you don't have to. Grab your Ferret Stick, put the gooseneck on the end and get up there. The accessory down the bottom, Ferret Mount, this is something that's been requested very, very recently, and it actually took quite a while to engineer something that would work well, but this works brilliantly. Once again, the team here at Ferret Tools, we have a fantastic time developing products. We've got 3D printers, we all have input into design, and we come up with what's best. So this actually allows you to put the camera on the side of either a hard hat, helmet, or safety glasses. And the idea here was people can walk around a particular site, have that linked through to a cell phone that is on a call back to a head office, and using some third-party software, and we're teaming up with a third-party software supplier at the moment, and stay tuned, this will be released soon. Someone in head office can talk to you, just have your earpods in, cell phone in your pocket, walk around site, and they can do a site inspection by getting you to walk around the site. If they want to have a look at something closer, unclip it, put it on the end of a pole, have a look, they're talking to you, and then get it back. So for future site inspections from remote, we think it's going to be a fantastic potential. The other thing we've got here is Ferret Cloud. We did call this My Ferret Tools, and that's what it's up on the internet as at the moment, but we're rebranding at the moment to Ferret Cloud. What this is for is it synchronizes the photos and video that you've taken onto your cell phone onto the cloud. So either somebody back in head office or you, when you get back to the office, you can jump onto the internet, log into the Ferret Cloud, and you can see your photos and videos. So if you need them to put into a customer report, it's all there. You're not playing with an image, trying to email it to yourself from your phone or airdrop it or some other way. Also, if you go in there and register, free, will double your warranty from 1 year to 2 years. And there's different subscriptions available for different amounts of cloud storage. But there is a subscription there that's free for a small amount of cloud storage. So, hey, check it out.
Yeah, I love that.
And as you said before, we started off for low voltage. This was born out of low voltage. But we're now finding home inspectors are using it and absolutely loving it. Chimney sweep inspections, duct cleaning, plumbing, and now pest control. It's phenomenal where we're seeing the Ferret to be being used by. So yeah, it's got so many uses. You'll find that you'll use it for your low voltage cabling, but you'll find something else to use it for.
Are you seeing more residential or commercial, or is it kind of just across the board? Where are you seeing this being used more frequently?
At the moment, very much more in commercial. In terms of for the electrician, for the low voltage cabling person, if that's what you're talking, it'll be both commercial and residential.
Sure.
Residential is a little bit like the hotel. Sometimes you don't have a lot of access, depending on whether it's flats or units, condos, things like that.
Right.
You in a condo, you can't normally crawl into the ceiling space. You've got 6 inches or a foot of ceiling space that you're trying to get in there, find things. So pretty well, really any job. The only job that you probably don't need it for is a new building before they put the drywall up. If there's no drywall and no ceiling, hey, you might not need it.
Right.
But just about every other job you will.
Right.
We're very happy to and very proud of our awards. We've won 5 awards in the US up the top there, including a new award only a matter of a few weeks ago, and that was accoladed with the ECNM Product of the Year Specialty Products, where we were recognised for the best and most innovative in the industry in 2021 by cabling installation and maintenance. And yeah, Platinum Award, it doesn't get much higher than that. And we've won UK awards, which is fantastic as well. So great customer feedback, great industry feedback. Why would you not want one? And there's Patrick Bergen, our VP of Sales in North America, receiving the award just last month in Las Vegas. And of course, if anyone's in Nashville coming up in October, Patrick Bergen there on the right and David Lopez on the left will both be at the Ferret booth. So yeah, go on over to the NECA booth, say hi, say you saw the feed today. I'm very disappointed I can't be there, but because of COVID restrictions, I just can't get there. So I would have very much enjoyed being there in Nashville and yeah, being there to show off our new products.
Yeah, and as you guys know, I'm based out of Nashville, so I'm about a mile from the Music City Center. So I'll just be walking down there. If anybody wants to meet up for a coffee or anything, or just me be a tour guide, which I seem to be every time somebody comes to Nashville. it's a great city. So definitely check out Nika and give me a buzz and I'll meet up with you guys. Yeah.
Nika's always a fantastic show. We've got our product in the showstopper area as well. And that's where you'll find all the absolute latest innovation. Here's a couple of bits of feedback from some of our customers who have posted things on social media. Great to see them grabbing cables and giving that feedback. As you can see, they're very happy that it's paid for itself. Happy with the resolution. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely pays for itself pretty quickly with time saved and, and not going to hospitals with your arm slashed open from reaching where you're not supposed to be. So it'll pay for itself quickly.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I gave one. So I mentioned the charity project in Pennsylvania, the Ben Wilson Senior Center. I gave some out to some people. To Ray Klein has one. He's going to be doing some content around that. But then I also gave one to Dave Johnson of Ohio Fit. So he's up there, I think, in kind of Northeast Ohio area. And he actually used it. Like I left the site, and then he ended up having to use it for something like an actual real world application. So I'm going to reach out to him and see if he can give some good feedback on that, and maybe post a video of him using it. So you'll quickly, when you know that you have it, you'll quickly realize, like, thank goodness I do.
And you'll find so many different things to use it for. You'll think about one thing, and then you'll start using it for another, and then another. And sometimes you don't actually even need to put that on the front, because you're trying to just see something before you drill, or you're trying to see a cable being pulled from another direction. But that's the camera itself, 3.5 inches long, just over 1 inch high, unique shape. Now we do sometimes get some feedback. Oh no, that'll get stuck in a ceiling. So what actually happens, and why we designed it like this, is that's the right way up, that's upside down. So it tends to fall the right way anyway. If it gets stuck on a beam, all you do is turn it and it comes over the top. Exactly. It cannot get stuck. It just doesn't happen. You have the front rod, short rod and hook. Now, if this gets stuck, if you pull hard enough, this is designed to give way before this gives way. So you'll get your camera back. So never fear. And of course, we have a gooseneck if you're trying to look around the corner. Very, very straightforward, easy to see. Use, turn it on, bright lights. And on the back, USB Type-C, very, very easy to charge. Just put it into anything. Charge it in your truck between jobs. Charge it on your computer. Charge it anywhere.
I was happy to see USB-C on there. I was like, oh no, I don't have a USB micro cable, but it's a USB-C. Everybody's got that now.
Yeah, absolutely. So we try and look at everything to make it easy. Yes, we could have saved $1 in our manufacturing process by putting another USB, but make it easy. USB-C, any USB-C charge cable, put it in. Which is why it's the only item that we don't actually sell as an accessory, because it's available everywhere.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, fire some questions. That's the Ferret Pro, and the Ferret Plus is the same size and look as the Ferret Pro. And the Ferret Light is the bullet-shaped camera. So that's only 1 inch across, so it can get into very tight locations. All of them are waterproof with the back cap on. So no worries about getting wet, dirty, dusty, but you can't check your fishing line as you're doing some fishing. As soon as you've got it 1/2 inch underwater, the Wi-Fi signal is blocked. So just show while we're waiting for some questions, in terms of the Ferret Light, what we've designed is a turn and click mechanism so that can secure to the end of the camera. If you're worried about that coming off, we've innovated a little locking ring that can go in, and you will not be able to break that off by using that to pull cabling. And of course, very strong.
Cool. Just looking for any questions on the Facebook group. Not seeing any. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop it into the chat or the Q&A section?
Yes, they're available right across the US and Canada. We sell through multiple distribution channels. We sell through everywhere you can buy Jonard products and everywhere you can buy Racketeers products. So if you're used to buying Jonard or Racketeers, they both are distributors. We also sell on our web store. So if you go to ferrettools.com, we do have a secure web store where you can purchase either through your credit card, through PayPal, or even for monthly plans. We have a plan available on that.
Cool. I think here's a question. Really happy to see the light model. That was an anonymous attendee. Really happy to see the light model. That's good.
Yeah, fantastic. And the light model here, what we wanted to do was bring something in for the $99 price point. What we've got here is the Ferret Wi-Fi technology inside, in the addition of always up. So it doesn't matter which way you actually turn the camera. If you set it for always up, your image is the right way around. So just the intuitiveness of getting that in somewhere and seeing what you're seeing. It's just got a fixed focus lens, so anything from about 5 to 6 inches out to about 20 feet, and it's got the same bright white LEDs that are adjustable in the app.
There was a question from Joaquin. He asked, do you make international shipments? He's in Latin America, so I'm assuming we can get it there somehow. Yes,
we could certainly get it there. Yeah. We are launching our own Amazon store soon. And we do have a couple of resellers on Amazon. So probably through Amazon is going to be the best bet. Gotcha. But otherwise, email us. Email us at admin@ferrettools.com or sales@ferrettools.com. And what we'll do is we'll get back to you and try and look at the best method of getting the product to you. But yeah, we can ship it anywhere in the world. There's not a problem at all.
Sales@ferrettools.com.
Sales@ferrettools.com.
I'll drop that in the chat.
Here to help.
That's great. No more questions. What else did you have for us today, Andrew? Any other?
Well, it's just sort of, you know, making sure people can see they're only just over an ounce in weight. It's sometimes a bit hard on videos to actually understand how small it actually is. It's the same size as my thumb. I put it on the end of the glow rods here, and you can see it's not bending the rod down, so it's nice and easy to get inside a ceiling space, inside a wall cavity. Drop it on concrete, it doesn't matter. We make them tough. We over-engineer everything, and we have fun doing that. You'll love the app.
That's what I love about your company. You said the word or the phrase R&D quite a bit on this hot seat, and I can just tell that you guys are very proud of your product. It permeates through the entire company. Speaking with everybody, the culture's great, the product's great, and you guys put a lot of thought into research and development, and that's what really gets me kind of warm and fuzzy on the inside. Yeah. Love it.
Thank you. But we like to hear back from customers. So we had a customer that wanted to inspect inside, I think it was a 4-inch pipe, and they wanted to look down into that pipe several feet under and across. So what they were doing, the gooseneck wasn't suitable, because by the time you have the gooseneck and put it up like that, it's just too wide.
Right.
So what they actually did is they drilled a hole in the top of our camera and put their own thread in it. And we were, no, we certainly don't want that. So we had fun in the office, and we came up with that. And you look at that and go, well, what on earth is that? So what this is it fits in the back of the camera. This comes standard with the Pro and the Plus. Just use any one of the thread adapters to put that in. And now you can put your glow rod and have it on that angle. And you can also put it on the side to have it to come in on other angles. So we listen to the customer and we'll find something that makes it work for them.
That's what that little thing does. Now I know.
But it's so logical when you look at it. But we had great fun in here making different designs, getting the team to put their other designs, 3D printing them.
Okay, so Tom from TNT Communications, he had the first question, but he said that he does a lot of drilling in the wall in residential, and he says the light model it will work best for that. So
Yes,
yeah, so he wanted to clarify. So thank you, Tom.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes. Well, the light model, it's only $99 US, so very good value, we feel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's cheaper than $30,000 in water damage.
Yes. Now, some of you might be going, well, I've got bore scope camera, so you might have something like this, or you might have a smaller version like this, and go, well, why don't I just use this? These are fantastic, and we actually say to people, if you've got one of these, keep it in your toolkit. They are fantastic. You can get into a really small hole.
Yeah.
But can you put this into a ceiling and try and find and hook a cable? You're not going to. It's a very different product.
Right.
Very, very different product.
Yeah. Somebody was mentioning that. They said, well, I just have one of those, like the endoscope or whatever they're called. And I was like, well, yeah, it'll work in some cases, but there's different use cases for the Ferret tools for sure.
Absolutely. Some people will say, but I use my cell phone. I'll put it up into the ceiling. I'll record a video, then have a look. So that's great. But do you know which way you're facing when you're looking at the video?
Yeah,
Can you then get up there and find that cable and pull in the cable? You can't.
Cool. Let me just sweep the Facebook group one more time, see if anything. I don't see anything on the Facebook group.
If anybody does have a Ferret camera, we love to see feedback. We love to see videos of it in use, photos of it in use. We love to see things that people have found in ceiling spaces. We've got little birds, little chicks on one of the videos that someone sent, birds' eggs. Someone sent a picture that they got into a tight space of a nail through a cable, or it might have been a nail or screw through a cable, but it was only an access hole that wide. So there was no way they would have found it without basically pulling the ceiling apart, but they managed to see what was going on and why that circuit was shorted. Yeah.
Post some content, post some pictures and videos of it being in use. Be sure to tag at Ferret Tools and tag it at Low Voltage Nation. We'll reshare it, get you guys some exposure and kind of help, make the product better. But it's just fun because you guys do a really good job with social media, and it's just fun to post these little use cases in the field when you guys use one of them.
Yeah. So we've had the product out for the Wi-Fi model, and now these models out for 4 years now. It's tried and tested, very low failure rate. It's something we've got over 100,000 cameras out there. So we've got a lot of happy customers. Hey, we'd love a few more if anybody.
You got one more customer, I know for sure. Tom said, it's Tom again. It's on my Christmas list, but I'm going to buy it right now. So
fantastic. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Well, I think we've actually got, have we given you a code for?
You may have. I need to check with your team. I think there is one, but let's make sure we have one.
So what we'll do is we'll look at putting up a discount code to give listeners today, if they want to get onto our web store, a discount code for getting the product. So if you want to just bear with me for a moment.
Yeah, sure. We'll get that out.
Pretty sure the IT gurus have made one for us.
Yeah, let me check the agenda. It might be on the agenda. And I'll be sure to attach, if we have one, I'll be sure to attach it to all the recordings that we post.
Okay. Yes. Fantastic. Oh, here we go. I'm just going in to see here. Yes, okay, what we've got is if you go onto the Ferret Tools web store, obviously if you can do a deal, go into your nearest electrical distributor, that's either a Racketeers or a Jonard, see what deal they can do. If you want to buy from our web store and get 10% discount and free shipping, use the discount code LVN for Low Voltage Nation and the number 10, so LVN10.
There it is. gonna drop that in the chat. Promo
Yes.
code. Oops.
So go into the Ferret Tools web store on ferrettools.com.
Sweet. All right. Well, there's no more questions, and I don't think I have any other remarks. So that was awesome, Andrew. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate Ferret Tools and you hopping on. You're the man. You started this whole thing, and that's I love getting the people that started and hear them talk passionately about their product and their product. So thank you again.
Thank you,
Andrew, and we'll be in touch soon.
Thank you, Blake. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Low Voltage Nation. Thank you, everyone who sees it. And yeah, we love making new technology. We love getting it out there, and we love feedback.
Yep.
We have fun.
Yep. Talk soon. Take care.
Thanks, Blake. Bye.